There, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 230 of our Be a Better You annual challenge. And today we are talking about emotional health and well-being, of course, this entire month. And our topic today is the 5 love languages from Gary Chapman. He wrote this book in 1992. That's how old it is, but it's still a very powerful book in helping us be more self-aware, understand how we express, in this case, love, but our different emotions, and how we feel best. And what I found, I obviously read this book a long time ago. He's got a whole series of them now. 5 love languages for men. Let me see. I'm gonna grab my magnifying glass. There's a whole bunch of books. He's been updating it and writing since 1992, and this is his series of books on love languages. And I have no magnifying glass, which is crazy for me. So I'm not going to read them all to you. Too tiny, can't read. But what are the 5 love languages, and what do they have to do with us experiencing love more fully, more often? Love is, of course, at the top of the emotional guidance system. So that means it's got one of the highest frequencies: love, gratitude, appreciation, things like that. And so we want to experience those emotions more in our life. Well, how do we do that? By understanding how we love, how we feel love, and how we love other people. We talked about self-love and love yesterday. So today, let's talk about, well, how can you express it? How does it work best for you? So what are these 5 love languages? One is words of affirmation. Some people want to hear that you love them, or they want to see cards or letters or pictures or things that express your love toward them. Second is quality time. Spending time with the person that you love is another way to show love. Or if the person that you love spends time with you, it shows you love. The third is receiving gifts. And I thought it was interesting that statistically over the years, they've measured these different love language types and found out that receiving gifts is actually the most uncommon of all of the 5 love languages. It's the most rare. Fourth, which, based on societal norms and things we hear in the media, you would think maybe that isn't true, but it is statistically true. So I don't know if you believe in statistics or not. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, because I have to figure out, okay, well, how did they come up with this statistic? I always ask that question because people can lie with statistics. There's an incredible book out there, again, another classic, called How to Lie with Statistics. If you ever think that the things that you see and hear, especially on the internet, on the media, on in infomercials and things, is true, just read How to Lie with Statistics, and you will realize, and I learned this in corporate America because statistics was a huge part of my career. I was in the quality field and the quality function, and we did a lot with statistics and graphing and things. It's kind of like being in the insurance industry, right? You do a lot with statistics. And I learned that you can present data and statistics in just about any way to create and support any message that you want to deliver. And that to me was a little bit frightening because it can be used for good, but it can also be used for evil. And so we've seen a lot of evil manipulation of statistics over the last couple of decades. And so got a little burnt out on that personally. Fourth love language is physical touch, being hugged, being kissed, all the other physical things that you can do. And the 5th one is acts of service, meaning that you do things for people that you love and care about, and you like when they do things for you. We tend to express love most often in the way that we want to have love given to us. Why? Because what we put out into the world is what we want to get back from the world. I will be the first to admit my love language is acts of service. It has been for a long time. I don't know if it always was. I don't know if we have one love language and then it's the same for our whole life or not. One of the criticisms of Gary Chapman's book and his series of books is that it's not backed by scientific studies or anything. Now, at this point, we're decades later, it may very well have been, but the early reviews were like, yeah, it's a nifty little framework, but is it really true? And so I have to believe that with the other series of books, he's verified and done some scientific studies, since he's a doctor, to prove that these apply. But even if they don't, frameworks are really powerful in helping us to understand ourselves and understand other people, whether they apply to 100% of the population or not. I think that we have a primary love language, but I got to tell you, I appreciate all of the ways that people show love and all the different ways that I can show love to other people, to my grandchildren, to whoever it's appropriate for. and then we're going to talk in Supersize Your Business how this applies to our businesses. But everybody likes words of affirmation. Who doesn't want positive feedback, right? Or to know that what they do or say matters. Who doesn't want to spend quality time with people we like and care about? I love that I get to spend so much time with my two of my three amazing little granddaughters. Who doesn't like to receive gifts? We all like to receive gifts, right? I just got a pair of shoes and a really cool Leinenkugel sweatshirt from my mom and from my sister. I love that, right? Physical touch, that is defined by each of us a little bit differently, but who doesn't like a hug? Hugs are awesome. Hugs are no good if you keep them. You have to give them away, right? And then acts of service, doing things for other people that you know will help them. And it's just an easy way to show love. All right, so what are we doing today? I want you, if you've never thought about this before, to think about it today and share in the comments below, what is your primary love language? What's your favorite way of giving and receiving love? Again, I shared mine, acts of service, but yours might be receiving gifts, quality time. I think kids, and I noticed that he wrote a book about 5 love languages of kids, and I'd like to get that one and read that now that I see that that's available because of my granddaughters. And I got to believe that a lot of children, quality time is their love language, and that they want to have their parents and grandparents and people they love and care about spend time with them. All right, so I've got today. Love to know, have you read Gary Chapman's book? Many people have. It was a New York Times bestseller in '92, I think. So it's probably been on that list more than once. Probably with each of his series, they hit the New York Times bestseller. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I look for things and resources where I can learn something and find value. And if I just learn one thing from a book, I find it valuable. And since I'm still talking about this, and I've been talking about it for years, obviously I found value in it. And I hope you do too. But just think about it today. Share your primary love language in the comments below. We're not going to use it for anything. I'm just curious to see how it lands statistically with this group. All right, have an amazing day. If I can help you in any way, if you need help identifying what your love language is, hop on the phone with me and we'll chat, or on a Zoom and we'll chat for a couple of minutes. I guarantee within about 3 to 5 minutes, we'll have it identified for you. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.